Yo, 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 Flop here. Hope you guys have been doing good. I just leveled an assassin because I wanted to check out the new Blade Fury changes, and I just kind of wanted to show off how strong this budget setup is for anyone that's wanting to try the build out. Um, to get into mapping, I would say it is mandatory to have all your trap skillers. That might be like uh, kind of a bit of a hurdle to first overcome because they're still pretty expensive, even though we're over a week into the league, but it's still obtainable with this setup. Without this, I would just suggest sticking to doing like chaos runs or bell runs till you get all your trap skillers. But let's go over the gear real quick and the skills, and then I'm going to showcase a throne using this budget blade send setup. So the whole build is around this Orphan Calls set, super cheap set. The helmet, I already had one, but the helmet might run you a little bit, like maybe 5 to 10 WSS. But like I bought all these other pieces for like 1 WSS each. But it gives crazy bonuses. As you can see here, the full set bonus gives strength, dexterity, a shitload of life, a shitload of resistance, a shitload of magic find. The partial set bonus on the shield gives 150% off weapon ED, damage to demons on the belt, damage to undead on the gloves. So all that is like, it really boosts our blade skill damage. Guillaume's face, it has a deadly strike on it, bunch of faster hit recovery, crushing blow. I don't think the crushing blow works. It might, I don't know. I'd have to Google it. But anyway, doesn't matter. The minus target defense is very good though. That does help with our chance to hit. But this set, like I said, it's crazy strong for how cheap it is. The shield, I just want to notate this with the shield, up it uh, by doing the recipe, and it makes it into a Luna, which gives you a lot more chance to block, so you do not need as much dex to reach max block. For the rest of the gear, you want a Stalker's Cull. Any random Stalker's Cull will work. Deadly Strike, I picked this one up for an ist. Um, with the Deadly Strike Slam, I think a random ass one with a Miss Slam is like 2 WSS 3. I don't know, but any Stalker's Cull will will count here. It'll work because you really just want it for the Dragonflight cooldown and the Deadly Strike. You need one half freeze duration ring to get your cannot be frozen with the shield, and just any other ring that you want here. A wisp would be best in slot, but you know this is a budget video. For the armor, a Lionheart would work, or like let's see, like something like this that has enhanced damage on it. A PDR, a shaft stop works really well if you're playing hardcore. Um, Something like that. Chest, the chest slot is very flexible, and the boots, War Travelers are best in slot. Gore Riders are also very good. But what makes the War Travelers really good is the flat damage it adds, the 15 to 25 flat damage, because that's a very large burst or boost to our damage. For the Merc, we're running, we're still level 87, but like at level 80, I was having trouble hitting monsters, so we're going for the Blessed Aim Merc, Act 2. Reaper's Toll, just so we can break immunes. Then just some gear to kind of give him some damage or tankiness to keep him alive. Cannot be frozen. And that's pretty much it for the gear. Like I said, Trap Skillers, Nihilus, Centorch. For your stats, you want enough strength to put on your gear. I have way too much strength right now. Like I haven't used any respecs yet. Like I just kind of leveled the character and I I have a little bit too much strength, but enough strength for gear, dex to reach max block, and then the rest goes into vitality. For the skills, you're going to max Blade Sentinel, Blade Fury, Blade Shield. We're going to use Fury as our main clear, and then we are going to use Blade Sentinel for our single target, and Blade Shield's just kind of nice to have, because when you Dragonflight in, when the blades hit, you do get some leech from that, so it gives you a bit of sustain. Right now I'm using Burst of Speed, and this will be where you dump the remaining of your points. But if you're playing hardcore, or if you like being a bit more tanky, or you're having trouble getting your resistances capped, then Fade is just fine, since we do not need attack speed for Blade Fury. It has like a set speed at which you cast those blades, so Fade is a perfectly good option. It has a lot of damage reduction when you start putting points into it. Gives a lot of all res. Martial arts, I couldn't remember if putting points into Dragonflight lowers the cooldown. It does not. So like I have a bunch of wasted points here. Don't do this. Need 0 points in the martial arts tree. So you max claw and dagger mastery, and your 3 trap skills, and then the rest of your points can go into fade or burst of speed. You can put a point into venom if you want. It adds a little bit of damage. You could even like start dumping points into one of the warriors or the master. Either one of those is good. But anyway, that's pretty much the build. We're gonna do this throne here. Hopefully it's not too bad. The deadly strike and the minions of destruction with the extra fire damage there, it might be kind of difficult, but let's give her a go. So we're just gonna jump in. Try to keep our mark alive here. We're just gonna jump in and use Fury as our main clear. I like to throw a couple in there and then jump in. We're literally just gonna use Dragonflight to reverse the map. Just jump from pack to pack. Get some very satisfying bounces of the Blade Furies, like bursting that they do. Like it bounces against a wall and also has a chance to bounce when you hit monsters. So very satisfying to watch it just kind of explode and spread. Gotta kind of back up here. Keep our mark alive with a potion. Minions of destruction are quite tanky. Like the clear, like I said, this clear doesn't look that impressive. The damage it does, but for considering like the fact that I spent under a high rune on the gear, it's kind of nuts, right? And if you actually like highly invest in the skill, definitely going to be crazy, you know. You've seen people using like the the Reaper's Toll on the setup for the amp proc and just the Deadly Strike and the Leech. Like, it's a very good weapon. But price to performance, this set and a Stalker's Cull is all you need to just start wrecking. And Trap Skillers. Don't forget Trap Skillers. So this setup here, I've used in hardcore several seasons in a row, and I was able to do Ubers with a Sin like this using Blade Sentinel. I haven't tried it with this Sin because I literally made this character yesterday, but I'm sure it's still fine. Sentinel did get a bit of a nerf, but as you can see, like, still shreds. The only thing I would recommend is for Ubers, just use Fade. The physical damage reduction and the overcapped res will really be nice for Uber Trist. Alright, Mr. Merc, do your job. So, because Sentinel, like, hovers back and forth on top of the monsters, it's way better for single target DPS. Even though I'm pretty sure Fury does shotgun, so if like you have a boss like against a wall, like shoot at the wall behind him and shotgun. As you could see, Sentinel did the job very well on Mr. Boss right there. Get our Merc. Merc needs a little help here to stay alive, honestly. Kind of a band-aid that I always do is just throw a G-Bane on him. Because that damage reduction, magic damage taken reduced, physical damage taken very good. Merc's alive. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna eventually end up with this character, or if I'm gonna keep it as a blade sin. But I've been using this setup as a leveling setup, and it's been really good, really strong. I always kind of wanted to do some sort of Blade Fury multi-shot proc with Demon Machine, so maybe I go that route. See kind of what that looks like, but I don't know yet. If I do something neat, I will I'll put it on the channel. Let you guys see what I cooked up. But for the most part, I kind of just play some meta stuff. Get too cute. Season's been going pretty good for me so far. I got a sorceress as my main character. She does T1 maps pretty well, T2 pretty well. Kind of struggles on T3. It's just a Nova Sorc. But I built her to be more of a multi-purpose Sorc, so she can do Ubers. It do rushes and do other kind of hard stuff that a lot of like the infinite, like it's a vitality max block based Sorc. So it can do some stuff that like the meta 200 FCR like self-willed infinity Sorcs can struggle with. So I'll make a video on her when she's done, because it is not quite complete. There's a few pieces I kind of need to upgrade. I'll make a full video on her before the end of the season, before the end of my season. Did get a barb up and running as well. Me and some friends pooled our funds together. Got us a declone farmer, Rathma farmer. It's quite strong, but it's just typical berserk. Smack him in the head, barb. But I'll eventually make a video on him as well. Maybe show some clone kills and ramble on about some things that I kind of learned while making the build, because it's my first berserk barb on PD2, especially as a bosser, so maybe someone will find that helpful. I had some ideas for some other videos as well, but I don't know. I'm just too damn addicted to the video game to get off of it. So, take, you know, a few minutes to make a video. And any time that I'm not playing the game, I'm working. So, I just do YouTube for fun. I don't really plan on making this a career. Have a good job, enjoy it. So. Ooh, shit, boys. I'm tired. As you can see, this sin just kind of, the damage is there. It's big there. Does a shitload of damage. Very smooth, comfortable mapping experience. 292 magic find. I think that includes the map magic find, so. You want kind of a chill mapper that's cheap, stack a decent amount of magic find. know, try this out. So I didn't actually look at the time when we started this throne, but I mean that seemed pretty quick, right? Not gonna break any speed clearing records, but here's this full, like, very nicely rolled throne in at least under 10 minutes. I know it's got to be under 10 minutes. I don't know. But anyway, boys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, let's go ahead and ID that crescent moon. Boop, boop, boop. So, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one. Peace.